Eastern, 12 p.m. Pacific Time.
We'll finish what we started. Or start what we finished.
Can you hear me?
It's getting real bad. There's all these people in the islands. If we don't go now, they could die. We gotta do something. You talk to the council. I'll go warn them.
We'll meet up again, right?
Of course. We'll never leave you behind.
It's just that we left our friends and
We didn't leave our friends, luckily. We
It has to be this way.
we needed to part ways for just a little bit. But I promise.
are you okay being alone?
I'm gonna have to be.
It'll help you okay. We'll all be together again.
If anybody can do it, you can.
Now go. It all comes back around.
Trick, this is Trick. If you're getting this, I hope it's tomorrow. If it's not tomorrow and it's today, you're still fucked. But if you do get this, why don't you give me a call back?
Welcome to the CBD.
This could have been your life.
Just know there's nothing to fear.
Why don't you look at me? What is going on?
Please just stop.
What is it nobody's telling me right now?
Brian Miller somewhere else. I'm Brian Miller somewhere fucking else. I don't give a shit.
You turn into like a shadow monster. You.
Your choice.
There's always another fucking choice.
Everybody was dead and it was...
It's just you.
So I chose you. Now you know.
Here anymore.
We'll make cupcakes.
We can do this.
Whatever you did, no matter how hard it was to do. Thank you. Welcome to the darkness, my friends. Your eyes will adjust the time.
Love you. Bye.
Våran värld är i fara. Ödets vävnad har utlöst sig till något oförutsägbart. Denna aurora sträcker sig längs himmelen och frigör oss från dagens ljus. Lämnar oss vilse i nattens mörka djup. Det sägs att det är en mäktig sträng som förbinder änglarna. Men även i sin skönhet är det en mörk varning. För det sägs att den endast syns innan mörkrets dagar. Världens undergång. Glömskan. Ragnarök.
Hello, Dex.
When were you born? When were you born? I know you, little one. Your eyes are blue. Your eyes are blue. What do you see? I hear you. Your eyes are green. Your eyes are green. Whatever you are holding. Does it hurt? Does it hurt? You were not this way yesterday. You are not this way now. Not this way now. You are a creation. You are currently creating. You were not born. Does it hurt? You were not born. You were molded. Molding. You are molding. Molting. You are molting. I know you. I know you. But do you know me? You know me. I hear you. I hear you. Your eyes are green. Your eyes are blue.
The main event starts at 3 p.m.
Deathless is an improvised cinematic narrative with live production, including music and dialogue. There is no script. This story contains violence, disturbing imagery, adult themes, and a darkness which may leave you doubting who you are. Proceed at your own risk.
Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Shake, shake, shake me awake. Rip me from slumber and fight for me, fight for me. Ache, ache,
Take from me, babe. Shout from the depths that you want me to stay. Fight for me, fight for me, fight. I want you to fight for me. I want you to fight for me. Shake me away, rid me from slumber and fight for me. I want you to fight for me. For me, babe. They say stand up for the things you can't stand to lose. Despite what my heart can't feel.
Previously on Deathless. Stalker almost met with oblivion. Constantine healed him and shared a memory. Fen and Stalker discussed the strangeness of this world. Gunnar and Cora are both dreaming at the same time, but of different things. Constantine and Esteban leap from the balcony to explore the city.
Perfect. Thank you. Let's have a roll from Cora and Gunnar, please, because I don't think I had you do this last time when you woke up.
D100?
Yep. You can roll mind as well if you'd like.
Oh.
Go with whichever one's better, Acorn, because you already rolled the D100.
What difficulty for mind?
What's your mind stat?
34.
What's your mind stat, Gunnar?
30.
Your difficulty is 30. Gunnar, yours is 34.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Miss Cora. When you wake up, what are you thinking about?
I think I'm just disoriented still because I still have a burn level. So my body is going to be feeling that. I think my vision is blurred.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe like memory is kind of confused. I just woke up from a really bad dream. So I imagine that I would wake up just kind of thinking about fragmented like imagery and just trying to remember like what happened, how to get here.
Okay. Gunnar, when you wake up, you will have these thoughts come into your mind, but you know they're not yours. How did I get here? Where am I? You can feel the heartbeat very quick. But you know it's not yours. And oh boy, how do I describe this? That was a 27, by the way, for those listening on his roll. For the next little while, and have fun role-playing this because I have no idea how you're going to do it, but I know you can. For the next little while, however long you decide or you feel is appropriate, you're going to kind of have a sixth sense when it comes to Cora. Like, you might know she's going to move left before she moves left. You might know she's going to reach out to stop a glass from falling over before she does it. You might kind of get an idea of how she feels about a certain thing. And at some point during today's session, you're going to know she's not alone in her body. And you can decide whenever that moment happens. Meanwhile, bar hoppers, what are you doing?
Well, if Esteban is still in tow, I think I am heading to Bourbon Street.
Okay. Yeah, you guys were kind of...
Cannot hear you, Esteban.
I said probably around the place where we were left off last time because we'd know some sense of how to get there.
Right, which is Bourbon Street, which is that straight strip, right? Yeah, okay. Okay, so last time you rolled, and I'm scrolling up to double check here, you rolled a 14 on your mind, Esteban. I have made us a mini game for this bar hopping adventure that we're on here today, because I also asked what your intentions were, and I think y'all said you were going to go to a few different ones, correct?
I think so.
Yeah.
Has that changed, or is your intention to hop along?
Well, I don't know Constantine's intention.
Okay. What's Constantine's intention?
My intention is to go where something interests me. Yes. Primarily. So the nearest, shiniest place.
Okay. And Esteban, is your intention still to kind of hop around, or are you going to one place and sticking around, or?
I think my intention is to see the city, but also I want to see if we can find another vampire or someone who would know something to tell us.
Okay.
Give us information to tell us something about this world that is more in line with our part of it.
Okay. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. I need you both to roll a body roll, and then multiply it by 5. And that is now your AP for the duration of this mini game. You have now done the JRPG thing where a new thing pops up and it's a new tutorial of this bar hopping mini game. We will use this again if you choose to continue to because I was thinking about it. The two of you will probably do this multiple times. So, we're actually...
Is there a difficulty?
No.
Okay,
So
just roll it.
Yeah, just roll it. We just need that number and then multiply that number by 5.
67.
Okay.
64.
Perfect. There you go. Multiply it by 5. That's your starting AP, okay? Or that's your tolerance, okay? So if you go over this number, you start to get really fucked up, all right?
Okay.
Okay. Now, each drink is obviously going to be like a certain amount of AP, and then there are 5 different bars you can hop, rising in difficulty. If you succeed with each bar hop, you will get points to spend at the end, which you can spend on... Oh, boy. Gathering information. You can use it to counteract your drunkenness so you can last a little bit longer in the rounds if you'd like. You can forge relationships so you can get information about the area, and then you can also discover some secrets if you'd like. But you have to choose what you're spending these points on. So to give you an idea, like gathering info and local information about the area will help you fill out your map. Your counteracting drunkenness really just helps you continue on to the next bar in case you fail your roll. The forge relationships is going to be 3 points, and discover secrets is 4. Okay. All right. So that said, we'll start with the easy bar. Let me see what I got, if I've got anything crazy here. I don't. Okay, so what do you think would stand out to you first then, Constantine? What would attract your attention? Flashy lights?
Is it a tourist trap?
The clientele. How classy they look. Or
so are you going classy or are you going not classy?
how not classy they look.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so dive bar. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, so that means you probably have some. So you can do a light drink, which is 5 AP. You can do a moderate drink, which is 10. And you can do a strong drink, which is 15. You can also do 20, which is like fucking absinthe or whatever, if you'd like. All right, you need to track your AP and make sure it doesn't go over that number.
So we
that
are
you've
entering
rolled for.
we're entering a divey looking bar.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the name of it? We can make it up, right?
Yeah, you can make it up.
Okay.
Did you have a thought? Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, go ahead. I have to find something out.
I'd say it's a dive bar with a very tiny stage that someone occasionally plays on, and it's called the Jazz Hole.
Okay, I love this.
I love that.
Yep. Okay, so
It also might appeal to Constantine right off the bat. I have 335 and Constantine has 320.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
I'm keeping track here. Constantine has 320. Okay, awesome. All right, so now we need to do a starting roll here. Go ahead and do your body rolls. Difficulty is going to be a flat 50-50. And this
9.
is just to see how well you do on
82.
the opening round. Okay. 9 is incredible. Okay, so what about this bar, Esteban, do you find familiar? Why are you kind of at home here?
I think because it reminds me of there are a lot of let's say blue collar workers here after their jobs.
Mm-hmm.
It is not a place where it is more a bunch of people who go after work to wind down and avoid going home, that sort of thing. And that is familiar to me a very long time ago.
Okay. Perfect.
People who work, physical jobs, that sort of thing.
You have the ability to take some drinks now. So you guys can choose light, moderate, strong, or intense. You have 4 rounds to get as many points as you can without going over your limit.
4 rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Here in this bar?
In this bar, and then you continue to the next bar. Mm-hmm. To get as many points as you can without going over your limit. It's safe to say this is the first bar. You guys aren't going to get anywhere near 300.
No.
Should be fine.
Should be fine.
Yeah.
So it's a jazz bar. Is there someone playing jazz music? Is there like a live
I say
band?
it's called the Jazz Hole, but it's more hole than jazz.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's kind of a bit where people come in and they're like, does anybody ever actually play here?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
The stage is probably like 2 feet across where someone could stand there and maybe play the clarinet or something.
Yeah, there's like a Coors Light sign that's like flashing behind the bar.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool. Oh, I'll take something strong.
Okay. That's like whiskey shots. What do you have?
Do they have gin?
Yeah, of course. I'm sure they do. Absolutely. It probably isn't the best gin, but I'm sure they have it.
I'll lean over the bar and ask for a martini.
That's probably not going to happen. At this dingy bar, you're probably going to get
I know.
shots of... Okay, all right.
Hello,
okay.
can I please have a martini?
Yeah, so the person behind the bar will probably not even actually blink twice and just put shots of gin up on the bar as if like you take what you get kind of thing, and then they continue doing what they're doing.
And 1 olive on the bar.
I'll pick up the shot glass and raise it to Esteban.
I will grab another one. I'm doing the same drink because it's the first drink.
Okay. And
we must toast. I would assume that Constantine would be the one to toast, but if not, I can do it.
Well, Prost. What would you have me say? To a glorious night with fantastic company.
Fucking ridiculous, you two. All right, okay. All right, so in this first bar, you've got 4 rounds. You have 1 drink, or do you drink more than 1 in this opening round?
I have one drink.
Okay.
I will have another.
Okay. Will you have another of the same?
I.
So does this get subtracted from our points? Okay.
No. It's its own bar, but once it overpasses your...
Okay, got it.
Then you're in danger. But, you got 300. I'm sure it's fine.
Wait,
Stop
sorry.
saying
Just to
that.
double check.
You have 300
it doesn't
for the
reset when
whole-
we leave the
No,
whole night.
You have
No.
You have 300 for the whole night. That's your
So
tolerance
we can take
for the night.
Yeah, so we can take the 20 off of our current total, and then yeah.
Well, you don't take. You can take it off your current total if you want. If it's
Because
easier
then
for
when
you.
it gets to 0, then it
Yep.
would be plus. Is how
Yep.
I would
Yep.
be imagining it.
Yep.
Because I'm bad
That
with
works.
math. Just do it the hard way, guys.
I've got it. I've got it. You've got 15 points right now.
15.
So,
Yep.
So does Esteban. You both have 15.
And how much is a weaker drink?
5.
5. I'll take a weaker drink now.
Okay.
When Constantine goes to, I have to redo the shot. I turn around to kind of look around in the bar as I assume he then orders another drink immediately.
Okay, just to clarify though, sorry to get nitpicky about the role play during the cool. I would be ordering drinks for you. So if I'm getting a weak
I'm
drink and
turning
you
around,
started,
yeah.
then I would be getting 2 weak drinks. I would just say that we're drinking the same thing.
Constantine is just getting everything that for himself, also for you.
Yes.
Okay. So that's fine. Do you drink that in the opening round? Because that makes it easy for us, right? And now we just need to leave it up to Esteban. Do you partake,
do you actually
right?
drink it?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Do I taste the drink?
Yeah. Yes, you do.
I taste it like
Yes, you do.
like in the rabbit.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then I take the second drink, and what is the second drink? Is it what is it? I don't imagine you're ordering a cerveza.
No, I think it's I think it's just a beer, like an American.
Oh, okay, that is a
draft
cerveza.
beer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry. I used Google Translate a few times, so I know these words. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna be kind of just like sipping the beer. I'm not gonna, I wouldn't even say nursing it, but I'm sipping it gingerly as I turn around. Then.
Yeah, I look disgusted while I sip it.
Okay.
Like piss. What is this water?
Pisswasser.
Pisswasser. Das ist richtig.
Anything else drink-wise for this first opening round?
No, for the first round, no.
Okay, perfect.
You're
Great,
at 20.
great.
You're at 20,
Okay,
yep.
roll a 1d6. End of the first round. Doesn't matter who.
So go for it.
Okay. 4.
4.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Confess a secret.
Oh, my dear.
Both
Me?
of us?
One of you.
To each other?
Yeah.
Oh, one of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, one of us. I'm sorry, my darling. It's not going to be me right now.
I think as I'm looking around and I'm holding this beer and I see a lot of these people who look familiar to me. I mean, you tell me if this counts as a secret. But it's related to that. I used to spend a lot of time in a place like this. A lot of time. And it was not always my choice.
Not always your choice. Were
Yes,
you
it
dragged
was.
here by beautiful women?
No. It wasn't. I was very young. And I was working on ships, and they would bring me along, even when I did not want to go. It is nice to come here of my own volition now, I will say.
I suspect you will not meet many who can make you things you make you do things you do not want to do anymore. There must be something comforting in that.
I do not think that, because there is always someone who can, and the person who can will almost always will make you do something you do not want to do. It happened to me many times, no matter how strong I have gotten. Even when I thought it was something I wanted to do, it turns out I was being made to. This seems like a big enough secret.
Yeah, I
Okay.
wasn't going to jump
Okay.
in, but yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's great. That's great.
I sip my beer,
Mm-hmm.
and I look around, and I say no more.
Round 2 begins. What would you like to drink? It is at this point, I should add, that you can choose to like recover. Here, I'm going to post these here
Could
in
I
our little
keep-
Discord.
Keep drinking the same beer?
Yes, I was just about to say, if you
Yeah.
don't take a new drink, you do lose points.
Oh, how many
Yep.
points?
Here, I'll show you. I'll put it in our Discord here.
This is
This is
unbelievably
cool
fun.
drinking.
This is so fucking fun.
Well, because
I
I
want
was
to do this in
thinking,
real
like,
life.
you guys might end up doing this at a later time, but it would be a good way to kind of get a layout of the land. Like if you're talking to people about where things are, and it could be a neat way to fill out your map. So yeah.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah.
take a moment to stabilize or eat.
So we can do any of these now.
Yes,
if we
any of
don't,
these. This is
if we
like your
don't
move
drink
during the round. Yeah. and
Okay,
if you
but then
don't
that
drink-
costs. That adds to our total if we don't drink and we do one of the other things too, right?
Sorry, say that again.
If we were to socialize,
Mm-hmm. Yes.
it adds to our total.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So no
Yep.
matter what we do, it costs something. We have to pick something that
Yep.
costs points. Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Yep. And then if you don't drink that turn, then it is going to, you're going to lose whatever the amount of the base drink was, which I think was 5. So it's just
Okay.
5. You just lose 5 for
Negates
choosing not to
it.
take a
Yeah.
new drink.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
so if
So if
when
you're
we
like, I don't want to do shit, I need to recover or whatever, you're going to lose your points, but it's because you're recovering, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So that
Now
way,
just for everybody listening,
yeah.
we can drink. We can challenge, which is engage in a drinking contest.
Mm-hmm.
We can socialize, which is charming, persuading, gather information while tipsy or drunk. Recover or mingle, which is look around and interact with the environment, like dancing, gambling, or singing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. I look around the bar.
Okay.
Who's in here?
Go ahead and roll for me, please. And you have, well, this is round 1, right? So you've got like 300 and some odd left. Actually, you don't.
Yeah.
You have 290 something left.
Yeah.
I'll double check in a second. Or we'll employ Orcish to do the math.
We have used 20 so far. I mean, we have 20 worth of alcohol.
Yep.
What am I using to take a look around the bar? My mind?
It is your choice. Yep. You can use your mind or you can use your charisma. I will allow
I'll use my charisma.
Yep.
I'll use my charisma.
Go for it.
46. Success.
Who do you think stands out to you the most in a place like this?
I think there's is there a pool table here? A billiards table?
I don't think so. I think it's
No?
too dive bar-y. Yeah.
Too dive bar-y?
Yeah, I think there's like barely room to move around in here. I think it's very cramped, very loud.
I think there's an
Sneaky
older
bees.
gentleman. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I think there's an older gentleman sat at the bar,
Okay.
just kind of drinking a bottle of whatever beer. So like not even draft, just straight from a bottle.
Okay,
he
and
looks
your
tired.
so people listening, your roll was a 46, but your Riz is what? 37?
37.
Yeah, okay. For just a second, it looks like his eyes, the ring of his eyes light up like they're on fire when you make eye contact, but then he just sips his drink and you don't see it anymore.
Is that the end of round 1?
That is the end of round 1.
Okay.
Round 2 begins. Well, no. This is the beginning of round 2 because she
that's the beginning
did
of
an
round 2.
opening
Yeah,
move.
yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
yep.
Yeah.
She looked around. Yep. Kate.
And how much does that take
That's
off?
5. That takes off 5 from her. So she's at 15 now.
Okay, so it goes from 20 from drinking, and then that take the action. So
it's best
the
if you just
drinking
leave
builds
your
up
bar
our
alone.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you drink,
Okay.
it builds up your points that you can then spend to do things.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Love drinking encouragement.
Yep. It's awful. Don't do it. Don't overdrink, y'all.
Some of us need a drink to be able to socialize with old men at the bar.
Okay. What do you do?
Can I just suggest how this bar looks?
Yeah, of course.
I think because of its name, The Hole, it's like straight back. Like you go and it's like a
Yes.
railroad almost. And so it's
Yeah.
very thin. It's just mostly bar. And then maybe the
Mhm.
tiny stage is in the back just next to the bathroom door.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't even. Oh yeah. No TVs or anything really. 1995, baby.
A TV in a bar. They might have a TV, but it's
not in this
yeah.
one.
Okay, not in this one.
I doubt it.
They're trying to get away from it. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I just imagine it's.
I'm
if
going
they
to.
had one that's been stolen or something.
I drank the beer. I did not like it, so I'm going to try a nicer beer that I would say would be more of a 10 points.
Okay, a moderate. Okay,
Because
yep.
now I'm noticing I can taste this stuff again, so I'm. Yeah.
Okay. So you reckon 10. Is that the only thing you drink this round?
That is the only one. I'm not chugging the beer, so.
Okay. Constantine, do you do any drinking this round?
Yes.
Okay.
I would like to order a medium strength drink.
Okay.
Well,
That's
what
the
would just be
same.
like? Actually, what would just be like a glass of like a whiskey, just a whiskey that's strong.
Whiskey's
Yeah.
15. Yeah, that's strong.
Yeah.
Yep.
You could
Yep.
do a whiskey ginger. You could do a whiskey, whiskey and something else, a gin and tonic.
Whiskey sour.
I don't think this place sounds like they make whiskey sours, to be honest. I think
You're probably just getting whiskey. You're probably
It comes from a
just
bottle. It just comes from a bottle.
Probably
That's
just
what
do
I got.
like whiskey Coke or
Mm-hmm.
just long drink stuff. I can say that now. I would like to order myself a straight whiskey, and then I would like to order one for the old man at the bar, the older gentleman at the bar with the fiery eyes.
Hey, nice.
Perfect.
All right.
I was hoping
Okay.
we were doing that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Does that end of round 2?
Ooh.
Or do we have to roll again?
You got to roll again.
I will roll this time.
1d6.
Yes.
Five.
Ooh, somebody trips and knocks over a table of drinks. Who's that?
One of us?
It doesn't have to be one of you. It could be
Oh.
anyone in the bar.
I have a proposal. I have a
Yes.
proposal.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I think somebody was in the bathroom. They come out and they're walking back, and they basically catch a glimpse of Constantine, and they trip. They stare, and then they keep walking, and they trip over and knock over a bunch of drinks.
Okay. I accept this.
All right.
Do either of you get hit with the beverages when the drinks get knocked over?
I'll take a hit.
Okay.
Oh no! I'm
Starting
soaked.
to get rowdy in here because of that. It's starting to get super rowdy. You guys can continue to just stay in the bar and try to finish these remaining rounds and rack up your points, or you can move on to the next bar.
I want to know what happens with this. Yeah, I want to know what's
Okay.
happening with this man.
Okay,
Yeah.
then we will end the round here and begin the next round. And the old man at the bar. When you say old man, how old did you think were you envisioning?
I think sorry, I shouldn't say old man.
Thank you.
I think maybe
Oh, here
in
we
his
go.
60s.
Okay.
60s, yeah.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me your eyeball. Your mind, please.
Yeah. my singular eyeball. 70.
But you're a vampire and you have got keen eyeballs, but that's a 70. I'm going to say you notice one feature about him, and it is his hands. And he's maybe moving his fingers like this a little bit while he's sitting at the bar. He's looking around. Nervous habit, maybe. And that's all you can see from where you are. But he will take the shot. He will look at you. He'll hit the shot on the table before he downs it, keeping eye contact with you for the entire time. And he holds up his fingers, 3 fingers, and gets 3 more shots, and then 3 more for you, too.
3 more total. Okay. Cool.
For this opening round.
Yeah.
Do you take them?
Yes. And I would raise my... I'm assuming they came in shot glasses or like in a tumbler glass. Okay, in shot glasses.
Yeah, shot glasses. Yeah, this is
then
a
I'm
shots
shooting
bar.
them 100%.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
then I'm
Okay.
I'm shooting them. I shoot all 3 in quick succession, holding his eye.
Okay, perfect. Holy shit. Wonderful. You
And
do
then
anything
I
else
just
this
give
round?
I just give a friendly smile and then return my attention to Esteban.
There's your chart, by the way, as we start to get up in these numbers. Okay. Just going to give you shifts on your roll when you're doing this, okay?
Sick.
All right. You're muted, Trench, so we couldn't hear you.
It's just me cursing about how cool this is.
Oh, cool. I'm glad. I'm
Just
glad that
can
you
I
like
just tell people too, like the gist of it?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
as we get drunker, which is our action points, the more action points we get, we have penalties and stuff. So any kind of like soul or social like charisma roll, we get a bonus to. But the other rolls, we start getting penalties to, depending on how we go, which is our action bar too. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Cool. Okay.
While that was going on, I think I would go over and help out, pick up a couple of the glasses that were knocked over.
Oh, good. Good. Solid. Okay. Fantastic.
Does that cost me points?
It does cost you 5 because you're essentially not drinking that round, but it does give you a point that you can spend on like getting information later because you're helping this guy. So it's all good. Okay.
So does that work? I have what is that point add on to something? The point to spend later? Or is that just go to?
I'm tracking that.
Oh, you're tracking it. Okay,
you don't
cool.
get to know. You don't get to know which actions are giving you which
Got it.
points.
No problem.
Otherwise,
Okay.
it's a surprise. But each thing that you do will give you a certain reward in the end. But your
please allow me, and I pick up a couple of the glasses.
And you lose 5 from your current drunkenness. Yep. Okay. Yep. Okay. Perfect. Okay. Constantine, do you drink any more than those 3 shots with this guy?
No, I'm done here.
You are? Okay. All right. Do you do anything else this round other than drink those 3 shots? So that's, by the way, those are 15 each.
Yes.
Yep. Okay.
As I'm helping them pick up, I would like to ask somebody when it's done, do you know another place to go around here to have a drink that is a little less depressing?
Oh my God.
Just because I assume we're going to leave them,
Yeah,
so.
I don't think you need to roll for this. We'll just go ahead and have you hop to the next bar, which they do get progressively fancier in my list. So we can just say that that's what happens as you're crawling down the street. You get closer and closer to the wealthier tourist
I would
part
say
of Bourbon.
perhaps I walk back over to Constantine, who looks bored or perhaps unsatisfied, and I said, I think we should find the place a little bit nicer than this.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, before you go though, this is the end of the round then. You're going to roll a 1d6. We're going to close out this bar and move to the next one.
I'll do it. 5.
We did that one already, right?
Yeah.
So that's, do you want to roll again? Roll again.
Yeah.
The person sees Constantine dripping wet, falls over again.
Falls over and trips.
3.
3. Oh no. Okay. This is one of you spilling a drink Or alternatively, someone else spills a drink on you. If you don't think either of you would spill a drink.
I think you did the 3 shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're leaving.
Uh-huh.
This is terrible. Constantine will walk out, and because he doesn't seem very satisfied, I think I take one of the older man's drinks and I just dump it out on the bar.
Okay.
And maybe you
accept.
should be a little more friendly to strangers. And then I leave.
Okay. Oh my god.
I know that's going to hurt later.
It's wonderful. That's wonderful. I love
what
it.
are you trying to
Delicious.
do here, Esteban?
No, you are already gone. You are already gone. You are already out the
That's why you
door.
were gone.
Yeah, but
okay.
I know.
Okay, we are gonna switch scenes before we go to bar number 2.
Okay.
Back at the house. Or apartment, rather.
So I would just be waking up. I think I saw something that didn't make quite sense to me at the end of the dream. And I think this makes me a little nervous. And when I usually wake up thinking of her, I see someone else's face now. Now let me ask, did sleeping do anything for me, health-wise or...
Yeah. What is your current health right now?
So, about halfway there.
Okay. And do you have burn and oblivion as well?
I had one burn from holding the skull. So, leave just one burn.
So that burn is gone.
Okay.
And you can roll a 1d4 and recover that much health.
Hey. Two.
Okay, yep, you can recover that much health.
Great. So I think I'm still pretty messed up, a little messed up, feeling a little better, but when I wake up, I would say I kind of like crawl back into the corner of the couch like I'm awoken by shock at first. And do I see anybody else with me, or Stalker and Fen there, or did they leave?
They should be near-ish the kitchen, I suppose, by the time you woke up. So close enough to see and hear with your vampire eyes and ears.
Okay. So I think I'd get up from the couch and make my way towards the kitchen. I'll step inside, and if there are any signs of what occurred here.
Oh yeah, I would imagine lots. There's blood everywhere, right, gents?
I would think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Still all over my shirt. think I would just be visibly confused and disorientated. And, trying to collect myself. But I am curious. So I think I would try to find Cora in her room.
Imagine Cora's walking out at the same time that you are walking towards her room, and you might meet her in the hallway, unless you feel differently. Cora?
I like to think that because he's tuned in to me right now, feels the urge to go find me, and we both like hit the doorway on either side of the living room at the same time.
Yeah.
We see each other.
And we just stop and maybe look at each other through the, annex of the door. You're awake.
I nod and say, it seems that the rest did much for me. Did you get any sleep?
It felt like just a blink. Not much, but I feel a little better.
I think at this point, I would really take in the living room for the first time and notice that it's flipped. The color's different, the furniture on the opposite side of the room than I was expecting.
You have something of mine. Something I couldn't use. I want them back. And I want to use them.
You see confusion on my face for a moment, but then it clicks what you're talking about. And I head towards the front door where my bag is hanging on a hook. And
I'm there before you are.
Mm-hmm. I take them out of my bag and hand them to you, still wrapped. Or more, I hand them out to you. I remember what happened last time you touched them.
Now, would I be able to... How deep can I tell what she's thinking?
Well, you rolled really well. I think the reason I chose to give you exact thoughts and words was because of that moment when you're first waking, and how eerily connected it might be then. But as you start to wake up, I imagine that wears off. So I imagine it's just you might get a certain emotion, but I don't know if you know necessarily it's from her right away. That's something for you to figure out as the conversation continues. But you know it's not yours, the emotion that you feel. It feels foreign.
If I can add to that,
yeah,
I
of
think
course.
us standing there with me holding your axes, it's mirroring what we did in the crypt. So I think you might be caught in that like familiarity with me, maybe at the same moment we realize like, oh, we're back in this position again. Just inverted. I'm handing back your axes when before you handed them to me.
Now, if that's like a feeling of deja vu you are having, could I differentiate how you felt then versus now?
I'd say so. Yeah. I think in the crypt, I was feeling, for lack of a better word, a kinship with you. And in that moment, I felt a connection and like I was trying to do something for you because you had just done something for me. Now, I think I would feel more dutiful and more closed off. Maybe resistant to the deja vu.
So I think I'd be looking at the axes and my eyes would now raise to yours. Do you know why I cannot hold them?
I'm sure I could guess, but I'd rather you tell me.
If I would have known, I would have used them in the fight. But when I touch them, it burns. What magic is this?
I think I would still be holding them out. Inside, look down at them in their wrappings, maybe at the iron sticking out of the wrappings. Did you possess them for very long? Or were they placed in the coffin with you?
I want to tell you the truth. But I don't know. It looks like something I would use. But it's been so long. I would tell you the truth if I knew it.
I want to say that I want to know if he is actually telling the truth, if I could tell. But I think in this moment I would probably be at a disadvantage.
It depends. Are you attempting to tell, or is it a thing of like it's a desire you have, like I wonder if he's telling the truth, or are you having that moment where you go and you're trying to figure out by studying his face or anything like that? Or I need to know if it's a passing thought or if it's a moment where you consciously try.
I think it would start as a passing moment and then I would want to try.
Okay, go ahead and make a roll for me. Mind, please.
Difficulty
30 actually, for another reason. Yep. 60. Okay, so in this state you are correct. You are a little bit weakened. And so whether you would have wanted to stop this from happening or not, your passenger rises to greet you.
He tells the truth.
I think you would notice my gaze like kind of flicker for a moment, and then it would focus back on you again. So much is unknown about how you all wound up in the crypt, in the coffins. If you don't remember if these were yours, then perhaps it's just part of the cruel joke. A taunt.
Another question.
Do you remember the day you were put in the coffin?
Maybe not the day, but I remember lots of things. I do not remember those. You can trust my word to be true. And as I speak, you can see my tongue. There's something to it. There's a twinkle.
He's so careful with those words. I wonder why.
Let me put it this way. Do you know of magic? Or how to reverse magic?
It depends. Magic is fed and dispelled, encountered in different ways. It depends on what kind it is and the knowledge of the practitioner attempting to alter it. Why?
It appears whatever magic I'm under was made to punish me. I cannot lie.
It's true. There's an enchantment on his tongue. I wouldn't remove it if I were you.
I cannot answer. I can stay silent. But I cannot lie.
But
I
you
imagine
You
it
could
must
tell
be.
him you don't need to remove it. You can't remove it. You could leave it on there. And know that he'd never be able to lie to you.
You must. Or at least, it would be so easy to sit in omission, knowing that if you don't say anything, you won't have to tell the truth. Also, are you asking me if I can remove this?
It seems like a silly request. I know. I want to lie again. It's not what this is. But maybe there is a source to this magic that could make sense to you. Tell where it's from.
I think at this point I would still be holding on to the axes. And without answering, I would walk past him into the living room and rest the axes on one of the tables. And then I would turn back to where I left him.
And I would close the distance between us and look at you again. There's something about you, isn't there? Something on your mind.
You're asking someone whose life has been destroyed by lies. To give you back the ability to lie again. Honestly, I don't think I could do it. Wouldn't want to do it. Even if it were possible.
I think I look at her like kinda got dog head tilt. Just kinda narrow my eyes on her. All I ask for is some help. You do as you wish.
Well, that's what we're all here to do, right? Help. Figure out what's going on. Figure out who put you in that crypt, in that coffin.
I believe there are answers down there. I believe that we are missing something. But that's not to say that there aren't answers up here either. And we should be trying all that we can.
He has a point about the magic.
What else is there to lose?
There's always more to lose.
Our lives.
I imagine that would be a relief. Losing your life means there's nothing left to lose. What is it you seek anyway? You, the person who can't lie anymore. What truths do you want to find?
Last night I went looking for somebody. In the same place. I'd always find her. But instead of finding her, I saw you.
Saw me where? In the crypt?
In my dream. And when I awoke, I could feel you. When we were in the crypt, I could feel you wanted to help me. But now, you are different.
I've been forced to be careful in this life. Too many times has helping bitten me right back. This group of us, we've only known each other for a day. To be honest, I still don't know how much to trust. If I'm even more honest, I find it comforting that I know that you can't lie.
Oh, I cannot. And I will not lie. But if you do change your mind,
If I change my mind,
if you change your desire to help me or not, I'll be there.
I would like to believe you. Time will tell whether or not I can.
I think I would sort of relax a bit and ease off her for a moment. And it appears the others went out. Do not see them here.
If they did leave, it was when I was in the room. I don't know where they are.
Cora, my pet. Don't you want to know why? Why? enchant a tongue so that it cannot lie? Was he a liar? I'm sure he knows. We could just ask him.
The irony of that would make me smile. The fact that someone who hid behind lies being forced to never lie again, if you ask them whether or not they're a liar, they would have to answer,
I may join them. And I reach to the couch to put on my jacket and my hat.
Ask him to show you his tongue.
is what?
His tongue.
His tome?
His tongue.
His tongue.
Ask him to show it to you. Me.
Earlier when we were standing by the
thinking
kitchen,
over there?
I'm thinking about something that I saw when we were by the kitchen. Thought I saw something in your mouth. Will you show me your tongue?
And now I'll walk to her. I'll bend down. And I'll open my mouth wide. And stick my tongue out. And my fangs dawn as well.
So, I think this is the moment that you realize that there's maybe somebody else if you want it. You don't have to take it here, but this would be a perfect opportunity as Ishna, for lack of a better word, rises within you to look at this enchanted tongue. Would be maybe you see the flame in her eyes again for just a moment before it returns.
Yeah, I want to say that Gunnar, or I have been thinking that Cora is kind of sus since we left the crypt, because before we established that I could feel a difference between Cora before she went to the last coffin versus after, and now I'm also seeing a difference between that body language or you know mood that she was in before when she's helping me versus now. So I feel like I have this feeling that there's something wrong with her, but it hasn't just like clicked yet. Obviously.
So then we'll say that you see the eyes, and it just kind of reinforces this idea that there's something off about her. I think actually, Cora, do you want to roll for me? Do a mind roll for me. A difficulty is going to be 40. Oh, then yeah, without a doubt. You're going to see, it may take a second as Ishna adjusts your sight for you so that you can see what he's looking at, which is markings on his tongue. There is a spell on his tongue. It is absolutely true. It's like old runic all along down his tongue, so that it looks like it's been seared into his tongue. But you would have to have some sort of ability to kind of like see this type of magic to be able to see it or reveal it. It's not like people would see it normally. It is very, very old magic. You might not even be able to remove something like that. I mean, you would know that you would need definitely rituals and some additional magic to do it. Ishna might be able to do it, but you'd have to ask him for help, right? So I think it is pretty strong.
Yeah. I think seeing this, I would nod. Almost like I knew he was telling the truth.
Telling the truth.
I knew that there was something there, but it's just this visual confirmation of what he was saying.
I think with your otherworldly success too, by the way, the 13, I think you feel some unease in Ishna as he looks at this.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I would nod at him and nod at him like, okay, thank you for showing that.
I close my mouth and rise back up. Well, I must be going.
Aren't you forgetting something? And I look over at the table where I put his axes.
If I cannot use them, what need do I have? Leave them here. Throw them in a river. They are useless to me.
Then, next time, just ask me what you're wondering, instead of taking me over to the bag to return something of yours.
I just wondered if you knew how I could hold them again.
If you'd like, I can look into it. I imagine that would only help us in battles to come.
Sure.
Wow.
And I'll make my way towards the door to exit.
And we'll switch to Fen. Oh, sorry, you go first.
One last thing.
Yeah,
I'll
of course.
also say I watch him go with a certain stillness to me and a certain calmness.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like physically embodying the patience that I got from the nightmare. I watch him just leave unbothered.
There will be time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Excellent. We will switch now to Stalker and Fen.
Is this directly after he leaves the kitchen, Gunnar?
Yeah, sure. We can also back up if you'd like. Whatever you'd prefer.
I think where we left off, I would be trying to sleep in the corner.
Yeah, okay, so then let's say it's right after when he left.
My head is resting against the wall, and my eyes are closed.
What manner did Gunnar leave? Was it calm and collected? Was it a bit more scurrying than normal? Like, what was the body language going on there? Gunner. Gunner, buddy, old pal. My dear friend Gunner. It's me.
Sorry, my headphones completely cut
That's
out
all
for a
right.
second.
I was just asking, what was the manner in which that Gunner was leaving, like body language wise? Was it like normal? Was it a bit more frazzled? Was it hurried?
Yeah, I think if you were to witness that conversation at all, I went from being a little frantic waking up to a little apprehensive during that talk, and then I leave very nonchalantly. I just kind of stroll out. I don't, make a big showing out of it. I just slip through the door and close it gently, and it, just a reasonable volume. I don't slam the door out of frustration.
Perfect. He seems to be in better spirits.
Front. Eyes still closed.
Yeah. How are you feeling? And the words feel very uncomfortable.
I'm so sorry. I don't say anything to that.
I was wondering, I was like, I'm going to cut to them and they're going to be like, yeah, we're quiet, sitting quietly. And then I'm going to go immediately back to the bar mini game. Like, that's what's going to happen.
I do not respond.
All right, enough of this shit. I got to take a piss. And then I get up. Where's Cora in relation to the bathroom?
I think I'm still in the living room. So the bathroom's like off a hallway.
Would I have to go past you to get to the bathroom? And also, where's the balcony? This is very important.
Yeah. Balcony's off the living room.
Yeah.
Actually. So I think what I would do is take Gunner's axes and I would go find some place to put them.
Where do you put them?
I feel like I would put them in a collection. Like wherever I have a collection of occult stuff. Maybe
You
in
hide
a
them?
chest somewhere. Not hide them, just
okay.
put them someplace.
Mm-hmm.
Someplace secure.
Does it have magical warding on it? Prevent
Yeah,
it from being,
I think.
Okay.
I think it would be in one of the chests where I have stuff that has some sort of magical warding. Yeah.
Okay. Just to make sure, somebody couldn't be looking for it. Okay. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
So I'd be in another room if you're heading towards the balcony, Fen.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to the balcony. And I'm going to look out at the sky and try to see the moon. Is it cloudy? Is it clear?
It was a clear sky as per their description before looking at the stars.
That's
so we're
right.
going to stick with that. Yep.
Yep. What phase is the moon in right now?
We have to look it up. Let's go 1995, Louisiana, New Orleans. We were August. Do we remember the date? That's the question. I wanted to say it was August 5th, but let me just look and see. It must be August 5th, right? It's been one day.
There was a full moon August 4th.
That's why I said it was August 5th, because you guys came out of the crypt on the 4th with the full moon.
Apologies. It was a new moon on August 4th.
With the new moon. That works. Either way.
August 19th was full moon.
Yeah. So it is the 5th. So new moon. So you can't really see it probably in the sky.
Okay. And I'm going to try to pee off the balcony and see if I can.
Okay. Do you want to roll for this, or do you want me to just tell you that
Just
you can
tell
pee
me.
off the you can pee off the balcony? Absolutely.
Okay, wait.
Just
Yeah.
Wilden.
Yeah.
I need a clarifying question.
Uh-huh.
Can vampires pee in Vampire the Masquerade?
No.
I have no idea. No, I don't think so. I think you have to have a feat that you take that allows you to do this. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you lift one of your legs?
And with that,
no.
we switch scenes.
No,
I'm just kidding.
He's.
Would you like to do anything else? Yeah.
Fen is just trying to.
Yep.
For anyone wondering why he's peeing or trying to
Mhm.
pee, it's because he's trying to figure out what the heck he is and trying to go
Mhm.
through his normal bodily functions and seeing if he can do it. It's not just because I felt like peeing off a balcony.
Mhm.
Everyone, thank you.
He is trying
Sure,
to figure
yeah.
it out. Mm-hmm.
He knows there is a bathroom, but he would rather do it on the balcony. Yeah.
It's more freeing that way. Thank you. I consider for a moment leaving and joining up with Esteban and Constantine. Surely I could
You can smell them for sure.
smell them and
Yep.
just track them that way. And then
Yep.
I look back at Stalker. And I have this feeling of guilt. I shouldn't have only known him a day. He'll probably be okay. Cora's still here. He zips himself back up and goes back into the apartment and closes the balcony door and locks it.
Okay. Meanwhile, we are going to switch scenes back to the bar mini game. I'm just gauging time. I actually think that Gunnar, you can arrive at the beginning of this bar game because of the time that it took them to hop the first bar and get here. I'll just need you to roll mind or body for me to just see how long it might take you to find them, I guess.
I'm not looking for them.
Oh, shit. Never mind then. Never mind then. We'll go to you in a second. Okay. Well, thank you for clarifying. All right, you two. We are in bar number 2 out of a total of 5. They don't know, for those listening, we're just recapping the mini bar hopping game that they're playing. There are a total of 5 bars that escalate in difficulty as they approach. Their goal is to get as close to their baseline as possible without going over. The baseline for Esteban is 335. The base for Constantine is 320. Esteban is at 10 right now, and Constantine is at 70. I think you are, right?
I had.
Or are you higher than that?
I think I'm 25. I had the first heavy drink, which was a shot. Then 15. I had a beer, which is 5, and then I had a better beer, which is 10, which is 30, and then I lost 5 helping pick up the stuff.
Okay, I missed.
Unless
that
I
third
lost
beer.
more.
Nope, I missed that third beer. So you're
pouring
good.
that guy's drink out. Okay.
No. That's something else. Yep. Okay. You are at the second bar, so they're gonna get progressively nicer as you go on. So what do you think this one looks like?
This is like an Irish pub now.
Yeah, let's do a pub.
Okay. Yeah, sounds good.
Okay.
Is there live music?
Yes, actually. 1995, absolutely. You've got live music. You have you've got violin, you've got guitar, and you've got. I think you actually have somebody sitting down and doing like a drum between their thighs, right? Something like that. And they're playing some music for you.
I walk in and I'm completely entranced and I paw at Esteban. Darling, go get us a drink.
I would be happy to. I get us both. Oh, we're pretty deep into it. I get us both medium drinks.
Okay. Only one set of medium drinks for this opening round?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Got it. Anything else in this opening round?
I would
Sounds
like to look around the
Esteban,
bar.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would like to look around and gauge the
And
vibe.
okay. So
Clientele.
not actually mingle, right? You don't want to use the move mingle. You just want to look around.
You know what?
Yeah.
Let's use the move mingle because it's
Okay.
here and
Yep.
that's what we're here to do.
Yep.
Right? So,
Okay.
yes. So I would like to mingle. I'm just going to like walk around and just say like hello and kind of, yeah, schmooze a bit. Not get into any deep conversations, but, you know, charm the room.
Yeah. Okay. Absolutely. Go ahead and roll your social stat, please. Keep in mind, you are at 80. So keep in mind that chart things
yes.
that might be...
You get a bonus.
Yeah, you get a bonus for this because you're at between 60 and 80. So your social, you get a +3. So
How do I add that?
So we'll do it to your difficulty. We'll just subtract it
Okay,
for
so
your difficulty.
subtract 3.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, 47.
Yep.
A 3.
Whoa.
Ooh, okay. I have an offer for you.
Yes.
I have an offer.
I mean, I'm going to take it. I'm going to take the offer.
Well, wait, maybe hear it out first. Would you like there to be stories about you and something you do here, like you're like drinking and everyone's really impressed with you, or maybe you get up and do fucking jig or whatever it is that you do?
I get up and I sing an Irish song.
Yeah. And so, people are very impressed and they'll tell a story about you and this guy who,
Okay, I need to look something up really quickly.
Yep.
That because we're dealing with like a time period, so it needs to be an Irish song that I would have heard of by, Humors of Whiskey. When did that song come out?
This Constantine singing Danny Boy is really the
1980s.
The cover we need.
Danny Boy.
The Tura Lura Lura.
Yes,
Yeah,
all right.
Tura
I think
Lura.
Danny Boy, honestly, Danny Boy sounds good. I'll go with Danny Boy.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah, I get up and I sing.
A sensual Danny Boy.
Sexual.
No,
healing of
I
Danny
think
Boy.
I think actually it's extremely earnestly done, like trying to be as like authentic as I can be. Yeah.
It's probably with a 3, it probably stuns the bar into silence. You know, it's very good. Yeah, it's
right.
incredible. Okay.
I
Now, roll a 1d6.
when I turn around and see him singing, singing, I probably just drink both drinks as I watch. So I drink both of them.
Okay, all right. So
Yeah,
then
so another
you'll get
10 for me, yeah.
Yep, another 10 for you. Did you drink yours though? Do you imagine that you're drinking something this round when you sing, or no? Or do you take?
I
something
would have
from
held it.
that?
I would have kept it in hand if you
Yeah.
if you came
If
up
I
and
gave it to you?
brought
Okay,
me-
you didn't
Yeah.
dart to the stage before.
No.
Okay.
I think
Then
you
I
brought the
would've
drink
gave- and
over.
I gave it, yeah.
And then I looked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can have
Okay.
another one if you'd like. Your goal is to rack up points, so that's fine. You can do it.
I would have another one, yeah. But
Yeah.
he could, yeah. After. I'm sure I get off the stage and people start handing me drinks.
Yeah. You can roll a 1d6, and we'll see how many you get handed for you.
4.
Okay, perfect. Do you want to drink them all? Because I'll just add it
Yes.
to your total. Okay, wonderful.
Just ripped. He's on the line.
Well, are they?
Four,
I'm
okay.
assuming they're not all hard drinks. Were they all just straight whiskey?
I went with your moderate beer.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah,
Then yes.
I went with moderate and not light.
She's
So yeah,
awesome.
there you go. Yeah. Okay. Now roll a 1d6 for the thing that happens in the bar.
Esteban?
Are you doing it? Okay, I'll do it.
I think
One
I did it
second.
last. You can do it.
5. It's a fucking spill tray drinks again.
Roll again. Roll again.
All right. 5.
Okay, that happens. It's meant to be. So who do you think spills a drink or knocks a bunch of drinks over?
I think I do.
Okay.
Yeah. I think I'm
after
like
you've had all
I'm
these drinks.
Yeah, you're just you
I've had
drank
some.
all these.
I'm
yeah.
gesturing wildly. I'm like, oh, thank you, you know, and then I think I knock some over.
Okay. Round 2.
I would like to. I have to look at these list of actions here again. Quickly. I would like to socialize.
Okay.
I would like to find out information.
Yep. Okay, go ahead and roll for me. That's going to be your mind. Remember, now you have a negative for this one.
Oh.
Yeah, because you are now 80, 90, 100.
Oh, it says
110,
soul
120.
for socialize.
Oh, yes, you are correct. I'm so sorry.
Okay. Okay.
So you got plus.
Okay. Oh yeah. So what is my? Yeah. So I think I'm still in that 3.
You're at 120, by the way, total.
Oh,
out of your
Holy shit.
Out of your 320, yep. Proud of you.
I'm at 120.
Mm-hmm.
So then I should be blackout.
No. This is your total is 320. You don't have to worry about any of that shit until you hit that.
Got it. Okay.
That
That
chart's for normies.
It's over that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
This chart's
Yes.
for normies. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
Yeah. So
Got it.
anything over that total, you just add that and you're good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I got a 65, which is a failure anyway.
Okay. I think you find out lots. I think you find out lots about, people's families and how many generations and all that stuff. You don't find anything about anything you give a shit about. Unless you give a shit about that, then yeah, absolutely. You find out a lot.
I
but
do
you
a
don't-
really good job at making people think that I give a really big shit about
Yeah.
what they're telling me.
Yeah. So, but nothing related to any weird supernatural stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I would like to look over at Esteban and see if he's having a good time.
It doesn't look like I'm having a good time. I mean, it doesn't look like I'm having a bad time. It looks like I'm just there.
All right. I would
But
like to say.
Well, hold on. What I'm doing is I'm buying 2 of the 15 drinks, right? So 2 whiskeys. And I'm gonna bring one over to the
okay.
fiddle player
Okay.
because I like their fiddling.
Okay. Roll me a flat D100. Please be under 40.
There is a
Damn it.
56.
Okay. Sad. Sad days.
Yeah, no, I feel like I've disappointed you, and I'm sorry.
No, it's not. Nope, you're all good.
I feel like I've disappointed myself.
So you're drinking
But I'm
one
going
of
to say,
those.
hey,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
drinking
yeah.
one, I'm
Mhm.
giving it to him, so it's 15 more.
Okay.
I enjoy your fiddling very much.
Are you trying to gather information or socialize or
I
mingle?
think I am socializing
Yep.
with the fiddler.
Yep. Okay. All right.
Yep.
Go ahead and roll your social stat, please.
Back where I'm from, they call me the fiddler, but for different reasons. What am I? What's the difficulty?
Just flat. We're just doing 50, unless you don't forget your bonus.
Otherworldly success. I have an 18.
You learn so much about this fiddler.
Is it
I-
anything that I care about?
I think so. I'm just trying to think of how it would come out or how you would find out about it. Okay. I think the fiddler tells you a story, and I don't know how this happens, but I don't imagine this is a story that they would just tell anyone. So maybe there's something that you do to comfort them, or is it in your nature maybe to potentially lure this information out of them somehow?
I think so.
With your magic? Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if it's magic. Well, I thought it was otherworldly.
Yeah.
So I think probably I am doing something. Doing something that puts them at ease and feels like we have done this many times before. This conversation in a bar.
Okay.
Like, so, sometimes we meet up and we have a conversation. We talk about our lives.
Okay. Then he tells you a story about how he got this fiddle and how he can play music on it, and he's getting paid better than he's ever been paid before. And he got the fiddle from a shop about 2 blocks east of, and he gives you some random fucking directions.
He tells me where there's a shop.
He tells you where there's a shop.
He got this very peculiar fiddle that has changed his life.
Yep. So don't let me forget, because I'll reveal it at the end of the session, but you did just unlock a magic shop location.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Oh.
End of round 2.
Sick. Yeah. I think like once I see him having a medium time, I'd come over and I'd be like, come on, let's find something a little bit more your taste. And then I would look jealously towards the fiddler.
Leaving
oh, that mean
bar
we're
number
leaving?
2?
Oh, yeah, I guess we're leaving. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something. Still, I do not feel this is to the taste of Constantine yet, so.
Okay.
I did learn something from this fiddler.
Oh, did you?
Apparently his fiddle is very special, and there is a particular shop he had got it from, but we can worry about that after we are done with our night.
Sounds
As
delightful.
I doubt the shop is, well, you never know actually, this special shop might be open these hours, but let us assume it is not for now.
I would like to note that I am definitely touching you more, but not in a way where it's like, I think you would notice that I'm still being controlled with how I touch you, despite the fact that it's like clearly we're having a good time
I don't
drinking and all that stuff.
I don't. It doesn't seem to. It doesn't bother me. Like I don't like it. Just I look very comfortable with it.
Okay.
I'm not leaning into it. I'm not avoiding it, but I'm plenty. I have no problem. Yeah.
Okay.
But tell me, let us keep walking. Let's just find one that is more to your taste.
Perfect. Roll me mind, please. Both of you. Difficulty 30.
I would have negatives, I think. Let me just quickly check.
29 otherworldly success.
Am I drunk, would you say?
I'm leaving it totally up to you.
Well, I'm at 120 and my max is 320.
Well, yeah, exactly. I think
so. You're tipsy.
I'm biz.
This is why I kind of had you guys have such high things because you're vampires. I just imagine it would take a fuck ton. It would probably kill 3 people before it would bother you.
Yeah, I think I'm just on the edge of buzzed, to be honest. So I'll do -2, so that would be 32 difficulty. 47.
Okay, thank you. That is all I needed. We're going to switch scenes. Gunnar, where the fuck are you going? Will you tell us?
So, I'm going to, still feeling very tired. I mean, I couldn't have slept that much, right?
Yeah.
It's more like he drifted off like very fast and kind of was suddenly woken back up. And I think his my plan on sleeping again would only be at the end of our night. But I think I would go to a very popular cafe, which I'm not sure the name of in wherever we are, but we'll say that it's a very popular 24-hour cafe that is world famous for their French pastry. And I'm guessing it's pretty late, so there would be maybe the college crowd or the late night party goers.
Yep.
A lot of them here. And this place it's an outdoor establishment, and it has like a very like a waist-high fence line around a small group of tables and chairs, and a big bar where they would have like a little kitchen in the back, but it's outdoor, and I think I would just walk in and take a seat amongst a crowd of rambunctious, probably drunk people. And I would sit there and observe them. And I think I lock my eye onto one person in particular who's looking at me. And we stare at each other for a long while. All the while, this rage of the cafe and the nightlife goes on around us. But we stare for too long, it seems, because the person I am looking at, seems to get angry by my stare. And his face of curiosity, well, now it looks like he's mad. And he stands up quickly and whips his chair out from under him, but doing so knocks into another person behind him, and his coffee goes flying, and his vignettes go on the ground, and now he's pissed off, and they start fighting, fist fighting, but they're friends of friends of friends, and they all start fighting too, and all the while, I am sitting there, watching this chaos around me. They do not touch me, but I am in the ball, in the center of a giant brawl. And then I think you would leave me.
I'd like you to roll first.
Sure.
Body. Difficulty 30. Okay. So that's 40 for those listening. So do you think you know that you've done this to them? That this is your anger kind of like leaking out and that you've affected the area around you? You know this, like, do you think Gunnar feels like this is, he's doing this on purpose? Like this is coming from him? Or do you think he's just radiating so much pent-up aggression that it just happens around him?
I think I would be sitting there and realized that I caused this, and the only thing I can think of is that I'm happy with it. The chaos of it all.
Oh no. You're in the right town for that, my dear. Okay. Fantastic. All right, we're going to switch again. Fen and Cora and potentially Stalker, unless he's still sleeping. Back at the house. Apartment. Excuse me.
I'm watching TV. Wait, the TV just doesn't work, right? You said?
Yeah, it doesn't work at the
I'm
moment.
trying to figure out
sorry.
why the TV doesn't work. Which is just me playing with knobs and hitting it a lot and maybe cursing under my breath.
I am definitely asleep.
I think I would come back into the living room from the other room where I was storing Gunner's axes in a chest, and would notice Ben struggling with the TV and kind
I'm
of
not being gentle with the hits either.
Yeah, okay. Then probably kind of incline my head and go, do you know how to use one of those?
Yes, I know how to use one of these. It's broken. Do you know how to fix it?
If it's not broken now, it's about to be. Please be gentler with it.
It doesn't? Well, then turn it on for me.
I walk over and take the remote.
I
Try
tried
to
that.
push the power button.
Roll your whatever your magic stat is, which I think for you is mind.
Okay. What difficulty?
40. Are you expecting it to work?
No, I don't think I'm expecting anything. Just going through the steps of like, turn it off, turn it back on, check the cord.
Yeah,
like,
okay.
Just
Okay.
going down the list of like
But
what's
you're
going on.
convinced it should work, correct?
Well, maybe I am thinking this could be because of Stalker.
Yeah, okay. I see.
And I'm
I
just
see.
double checking.
Yeah, okay. I think
because he's not in the room.
For just a second, there's like a little bit of static and the TV maybe comes to life for just a second, but then it goes.
Oh, don't, no one move. Oh.
And then it won't turn on. That was a 69, by the way, for those wondering.
Okay.
So much for that. And then I sit down and on the couch and just defeated.
I think I put the remote down and say, I think we can thank our shrouded friend for this.
Yeah.
Would you like to read? I can offer you a book instead.
I'd rather just stare at the ceiling.
All right. Each his own.
How is your sleep? And the words are still uncomfortable. Not as uncomfortable with Stalker, but it's just not well-practiced small talk.
Mm-hmm. You probably see me intense slightly. Restful enough, I guess.
Did you catch Gunner on the way out? On his way out?
We were talking before he left. Well, I assume he left. He put on his coat. Is he going somewhere?
Nah, he didn't say anything to me. Seemed kind of normal for him.
I'm sure he can take care of himself.
Yeah, he's a big guy. He'll probably be fine. How much trouble could he get in?
Immediately we cut to the fucking, we just see their fucking cafe and people are just, punching each other and he's just sitting there quietly with his little stare.
Well, now that you've said that, all the trouble. How is Stalker?
He's sleeping. I feel bad.
What for?
Because it's my fault. Then I look at her.
I smelled a lot of blood. Was that your doing?
I look at the blood on my shirt. Yep.
Did he finally do something to piss you off enough?
Not me. Not really.
Ah, yes. That.
Yeah?
It doesn't bother me, for the record. I know a lot of our
Blood?
kind. No, I'm not talking about the blood.
Talking about the hole that was once in Stalker's chest. About the size of a basketball.
I more meant the fur.
Oh. So, you know about Guru?
Guru?
Werewolves.
Can't say I've ever met one. Myself.
A fake smile forms on Fenn's face. Nice to meet ya. What do you know about werewolves?
I'd say a mixed bag of things. Things I've read, things I've heard. I think my clan tends to be less involved in that side of things. We
That's
tend to focus
interesting.
more on the dead than the living.
Why?
Your guess is as good as mine. I think for a lot of them, it's power. Feeling like they have some control over something.
My eyes dart off, breaking eye contact with Cora when she says control. And then immediately returns to the ceiling. Yeah. Do you want to know something interesting?
Always.
Fen bites his lower lip, contemplating his next move. How much do you know about Stalker?
I'd say little more than you.
Yeah.
Why? Did you find out something interesting?
Maybe. Do you know something interesting? Fenn's tapping on the arm of the couch now with his alternating rhythmically between his index and middle finger.
He's very reserved. I wouldn't be surprised if what we know about him is the same. Why don't you go first?
Why don't you go first? I don't want you to pull any playground bullshit of, well, I already knew that, so I'm not going to tell you my thing.
You really think I would do that?
I don't really know you much from that crack in your ceiling. So yeah, kind of think you would. I'll tell you what I have observed about you, if you like.
And you would just offer that, would you?
Sure. Good faith.
I think when it comes to Stalker, it's best to keep an eye on your dreams. You never know when he might wander in.
You didn't answer my question, though. Would you like to know what I've observed about you?
Now that I've offered what I know about Stalker to you in good faith.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You're quiet. And when you're not quiet, you're panicking. And it's always just... It's always just a ping pong between those two. And you have more power than you lead on. Those, I don't know what you would call them, skeletons. I know what I can do. I know my own strength, and they were a challenge for me. You took out 3, was it? And then you took a nap and you're okay.
Are you trying to ask me something?
No. I'm just telling you what I've observed. That's all. Stalker doesn't know about werewolves.
Is that what earned him the hole in his chest?
No. I look at Cora. Kind of expecting another question.
Weren't you going to tell me something about Stalker?
I just did. A cheap smile forms on his face.
Do you want me to eat him? I'll eat him for you if you want.
In my head, I'll say, no, that won't be necessary.
Fine.
You don't seem too worse for wear. You also seem to have gotten through that encounter in one piece.
Yeah. Picked up a new trick here. Just like you did. The tapping gets faster.
And what are you going to use that new trick for?
For making myself feel better. Not all new tricks are ones that hurt.
No. Sometimes there are tools.
You said that really quickly.
Maybe I'm also trying to feel better.
Yeah. I get up off the couch. I guess we all kind of are just trying to feel better, aren't we? That's why Esteban and Constantine went out for a night on the town. That's why Gunnar left for a little field trip.
Mm-hmm.
I take a couple steps towards Cora. Examining body language.
I'm looking back at him. Relaxed stance. Direct eye contact.
I'd like to try to use my animal-like instincts to try and sense if there's any fear or anything with Cora that she might be hiding.
Ooh, that's super interesting. Let's roll.
Mm-hmm. What would I need to roll?
You've got to roll your body.
Okay.
And you got to get under 30.
Okay, just a 50-50. You want me to, with the difficulty?
Nope, 30 would be the
30,
difficulty. Sorry.
Okay.
Yep.
Sorry. Failure, 78.
And then I also roll body, or?
Nope, you don't need to. He rolled a 78, so you're all good. I don't know if you smell much of anything other than her perfume.
I walk past her. Here's a freebie. People and your kind tend to avoid my kind. Just naturally. There's fear. There's a sense of danger. Usually I can smell it. All I can smell off you is your perfume. And then I go tend to stalk her. Leave the room.
Before we switch, Cora, what are you thinking right now?
I am thinking about how each person walking around my apartment is their own little puzzle. And I'm wondering how many of them will work out to be tools.
Literally typing to you in a DM if you would want to know certain information, but you just answered it. I think you feel the pride kind of swelling up from Ishna at that thought that you have, and then he is going to give you some secret information that I will DM you. But let's switch to our last scene. Our hoppers.
Hello, hello, hello.
This last bar. Esteban. You're kind of guiding the way here, and twice now you have rolled an otherworldly success at being lured in a specific direction. How do you think this happens? I think the feeling that you get, because you're acutely aware of it, right? Both times with this otherworldly success, you know that this exists.
That something is attempting to bring me in a direction.
It feels like, and
this
again,
is very
I'm only
important to me. Yeah.
I'm only specifying physical feeling, and because it's a magical sensation, so it feels this way. But you know it's foreign, right? Just to be clear. So I think it would feel at first maybe like you are cresting waves, and then you realize, oh no, this is kind of like a swaying, not kind of bobbing up and down like you would with a current. But I think to you that's what it feels like at first. Like maybe
it's like whoosh, but it's going like this, but it's pushing in a direction.
Yeah, I think at first it kind of felt maybe like you were kind of swaying back and forth on top of the water, but then
you're moving.
After a moment you realize that you're swaying, and then I think probably very visually, the entire block will light up with what looks like a spider's web. And you are not swaying on the ocean, you are swaying in a web, and you're just acutely aware of it, and that every step you take, you're going to dangle closer and closer and closer to the center of the spider's web. And you can see it. It's a pub or a bar down the way.
Oh, I can see it.
You can see it. Yep, you can see exactly where it leads. So you can choose to go there or not.
And obviously I know it's magical.
Yep, yeah, 100%.
Oh boy. Given what I have been trying to do when we were out here, I think I take Constantine by the arm and say, let's go look at this one down here. And we walk towards it.
Okay. Constantine, I'm sorry you failed both the rolls, so you have no idea that this is happening. Okay.
Perfectly. I'm having a wonderful evening.
Does Constantine feel the pull down there, though? Or are they just unaware?
Nope,
okay.
They're just unaware. Yeah. So,
but is it happening to them regardless?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
You're very aware.
So if Constantine was leading, we would have been down there regardless.
Yeah, Constantine is probably
but I'm not gonna.
Yeah. But you're
I'm
fully
aware of it.
Yeah.
So when we get there, I'm gonna be pretty on guard. But I'm far too curious that there's magic going on, like right here.
Yeah. Okay. So as you approach this bar, I need you both to roll for me one more time, but it's your governing stat. Difficulty again is 30.
99.
95.
Okay.
It's a good run.
You
Good night.
approach this bar. The sign on it is a hound with a bone in its mouth that looks kind of like a broken claw. And the bar is labeled Hex and Hound. As you enter inside, it is beautiful. But very, I think, older decoration, like maybe the early 1900s. And all of your power leaves you and you feel it. But you can't stop walking forward. And she stands tall and poised, a figure sculpted from the night itself. Blonde hair cascades down and brushes her shoulders. Her cheekbones are raised, giving her face a sharpness that borders on ethereal, yet nothing soft lingers on her features. Her lips are full and painted a deep blood red. However, it's her eyes themselves that snare you, and when she sees you, they dilate like a cat. Stunning ice blue, but devoid of warmth. There's no flicker of humanity behind them. They observe, assess, dissect, cold and predatory. As if you're less a person and more a puzzle she's already solved. It's unsettling the way she holds you in her gaze, like a cat pinning down a mouse, not yet pouncing, but also not needing to. There is no emotion here, no fury or malice, just the quiet, steady gaze of someone who knows she's in control. She hasn't touched you, she hasn't moved, in fact, yet you will feel her pull. There's something suffocating in the stillness of her, the way she holds herself and the way that it feels to be around her. It's as though the air itself recoils, bending away from her, sensing the danger long before you did. She is something else entirely. Utterly unknowable. She's not a vampire. What do you do?
We have walked inside.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to stand for a second in stunned that I feel my power leave me immediately. And so
I stare into her eyes. I'm absorbed. Whether she wants me to be is neither here nor there. I would be absorbed regardless.
She'll hold your gaze. Again, her eyes have dilated like a cat at your presence at the doorway, but she stands behind the bar and watches.
I straighten my back, and then I approach.
we need to be careful.
Mm-hmm. I keep walking forward.
I follow. I'm looking around if I can pull my eyes away from her.
Yeah. Go ahead and... Well,
it is just more to see if...
I don't think you can. I'm so sorry. You rolled a 99. I don't
Okay.
think you can.
Well, there you go. No, I'm
so
fixated as well.
Yeah. So you will probably both feel compelled to walk towards the bar. It's not mind control or anything. It's more just like... It's almost like magnetism.
The difference between the magnetism that I'm supposed to be feeling and my own will, there's no difference between them. As far as I can tell.
Yep.
I want to be here. I want to come over and speak to this woman.
Yeah, I think that makes sense
the
with your
bar.
rules. Okay.
And I say, "May I sit?"
Please. She doesn't make a gesture for a stool or anything, but she locks your gaze and just says, "Please."
I delicately put my hand under the bottom of a stool and drag it out, and then I sit down. And I'm no longer really aware of your presence, Esteban. Like, you would probably notice that I didn't pull out a seat for you. My back is to you. I'm not turned to accommodate your presence in this interaction.
She cocks her head slightly to the side, drinking you in, but waits for you both to speak, it seems.
I felt you calling to us.
Did you? Now that's interesting.
Have I brought us to our doom?
I need to roll now. Hold on. Oh, what a good question.
The 99 has left me fucking stun locked.
What's your mind stat?
At the moment, it is 37.
Ooh. She takes a moment to respond. She's looking at you, but it's almost like she's looking through you. I think you would know that she's somehow trying to magically assess you and what you are, but she can't figure it out. And her eyes light up. She seems stimulated, very excited to see you both here.
Uh-huh.
I would imagine as soon as there's some sign of excitedness that I don't get to talk for a while.
I think my pupils are probably dilated now also.
Mm-hmm.
And I sort of tent my fingers and lean forward on the bar, My chin rested on them. And what sort of services do you provide in your establishment?
Depends on what you need and who sent you. Did the mages send you?
What if my heart sent me?
Roll a 1d2.
A 1.
She releases you from the stupor.
I don't change my physicality.
Perfect. You're saying no one sent you?
I believe you sent me. Sent for me.
You killed how many people the first night? It was 2?
Constantine killed 1.
I killed 1.
You killed 1.
I
Do you
killed
remember what they looked
2.
like?
I killed 3.
Yeah, you killed 3.
Yeah.
Do you remember what they looked like?
Are you asking Murgles
Yeah,
or Constantine?
Murgles. Yeah. Because I'm sure Constantine would remember.
Yes, remembers every detail.
I don't remember. Yeah.
Yeah, me neither. I think it was she was a woman with her hair in a ponytail.
That's right.
I think it was like a dirty blonde, light
she
brown.
Will start describing this individual to you then, and I will refrain from actually describing it because I don't want to get the details wrong. But she's describing this individual. That was you, correct?
How I wish I could say no.
And no one sent you to stir up trouble?
No. I like to stir up different things.
Where are you from?
Berlin.
It's a long way to travel.
I've come a long way.
Or?
Right now, it's feeling like you.
Fuck. Oh, Esteban, what are you doing and what are you thinking and what are you feeling? Because this might go south real quick.
I'm really thinking how to answer these questions, and I think because I wrote so poorly coming in, that I am wanting to just tell her stuff. Like I'm wanting to go. I might answer like even like we have come from even further than you think. But I have to know, like, if I'm still if that 99 was up.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm still so yeah. So I would probably start answering.
Okay. Maybe do that now so that I don't have to start combat.
We do not know who sent us here. We do not know who sent us here, but somebody did bring us here against our will.
Then I think for the first time, Constantine, she will slowly move her eyes off of you and towards Esteban. I do think you will notice her body tenses a little bit when she takes her eyes off of you, kind of maybe preparing in case you decide to strike. For some reason, she's expecting trouble when you two arrived. And I think you can tell.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what we are?
You insult me.
Are you afraid to say the word as well, like others we have met?
No.
Yes, we have not come here of our own accord.
Then who sent you, if not the mages?
We do not know. We are here looking for answers. Any kind of shred of lead or something to tell us.
When did you arrive?
This is the night before? Well, she verbally described the person that.
Yes, that
So
Constantine.
I would say,
Mhm.
not long before what you just described.
She will put her hands on the bar and flip them palm side up. And wait.
I feel like there will be a race to put our hands out onto hers.
She holds both out, so you can each take one if you'd like.
I put one of my left hand in hers.
I will reach out and hesitate a moment and then put it down.
Her eyes roll into the back of her head and go white. And she begins whispering. The lights begin to flicker. It's almost like time stops, and only the three of you are in the bar, and that is where we end today's session.
Yo, do you guys see her mind stat?
Yeah. That's her major one.
61.
I love that she failed to figure your shit out, to figure out who you were. Well, figure out what the fuck you were, or who sent you. Also, dude, when you said, it's looking like you, I totally took that as like, we're about to fight. I know that's not what you meant, but...
No, I know. It was so funny because when she reacted negatively, I was like, oh, I bored her. I bored her immediately.
No.
And then I realized, oh no, it's because we're violent creatures.
Yeah.
Did she actually know what we are? Or was she just bullshitting? Because
she was bullshitting. She was absolutely lying to you. Yeah, absolutely full out lying to you. I guess she didn't lie. She said you insult me. She didn't lie to you.
That 99, it kept me from being a total asshole. So
yeah,
that 99 was perfect, to be honest. I feel like this could have gone so differently.
We would have been in a lot of trouble.
Badly.
I was like, there's no way that a fight will be engaged, because they're not gonna like come in here pretending like they want to hurt anyone, like it'll be fine. Holy shit, y'all. Fucking hell. That's the rolls though. That was crazy. Some crazy RP today from everyone all around. And also I hope you enjoyed the bar hopping mini game.
It was super fun.
It was so fun.
Yeah.
So fun. I want to do it in real life. No, I'm kidding. I do not.
We
I would
need
die.
like a bar, just like a bar hopping one shot.
Yeah.
Right.
You guys may end up, doing something like that again in the future. So that's kind of why I, put into it thinking like, oh, it might be something where you guys try to get information about whichever New Orleans you're in,
In my mind, every
fun.
time a 5 got rolled, even though you re-rolled it, that same guy is knocking over a different tray of drinks by looking at Constantine or thinking about Constantine.
Did we roll 5, 3 out of 4 times?
I love how you guys knew too. As soon as the music changed, you're in the fucking group chat just being like, oh my God. So
I
that's
knew
cool. That's
immediately.
exciting. Yeah.
It was so fun.
Yeah. Super cool.
Also, I just want to be clear, guys, that I was not doing any meta by being incredibly interested in that individual. Okay, I was playing my character accurately.
Yes.
Just want to be clear.
You also rolled a 95, so it makes total sense that you would be kind of enamored anyway.
The best was though, she drops the hold on you. I don't change my behavior.
Yep, so good. So good.
Not at all.
Well, it's even, we went out this whole night, and this is this is the first person that was in any way like obviously interesting and beyond that. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
You guys too, you said you were going on Bourbon Street, and I was like, oh no. And you're looking for answers, and I was like, oh dear God, please don't please don't, like go here because she's
It
really
seems
not
stupid
gonna.
to go towards a web, but we're looking for if there's I see magic. Someone might know something.
Well,
I feel
the
very
thing
positively about this. I feel like things are going to work out.
I think you may have intrigued her to the point where she will actually try to find some answers for you, or for her, because like somebody brought you here and you don't know who or where or why, and she's like, okay, all right,
I'm sure
what's
she
going
wants
on?
to know what kind of power may be
Yeah.
lingering around there.
Yeah. Very, 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 very interesting. Anyway, holy, that was amazing. Thank you everyone for watching. We're gonna steal away and do our green room now, but we'll be back next week with a one shot, right? Because it's the holidays and we're missing some players. So we'll be back next week with a one shot, and then the week after that we are off for the first time. Yes. And then we'll be back the following week. But happy holidays, everybody. And we'll be back next week with a special one shot. Thank you for watching. I have a button. It's this one.
Oh. Oh, I'm feeling low again. Ain't shit I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Oh, I'm feeling low again. Ain't shit I owe to them. They don't wanna let it go. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, no. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know how to treat me, no. Giving every piece of my soul. You say you don't know.
I return to the room with the chest, and kneeling before it, I open it, embrace myself for what's inside. Remnants of my human life, and information gathered from this one. My fingers trail over the notes, newspaper clippings, everything that I have been able to find so far. And I say softly, you can't hide forever.
Side to side, high and low, low and high, trying to find something that makes me feel alive. Nothing new under the sun, running to, running from. I just need some